Hi, I'm Jenna, also known as RetroLemon, and this is episode 151. So, well, I should say hello first, right? Don't be rude. So, hello to all new viewers, and a big hello to returning viewers, and thank you. So, like, one track mind right now. So, there was discussion in last week's thread, for last week's episode, for knit along. So, I'm so excited, because we're going to talk about knit along real quick, and it doesn't start yet. So I figure it'll give you like a week to gather supplies, order something if you want, not necessary. Great stash diving kind of thing. So what we're going to do, it's going to start a week from next Monday. So this is going up really late on Sunday night. It's actually really late. My kids are getting ready for bed right now. Sunday night. So you probably won't see it till Monday. So January 19th is a Monday. January 19th through February, so you get about a month and a half. You can pick from 2 different patterns. So somebody piped up right away. The lovely Tanya, who I've got to meet, had said she wanted to knit Xander, the trusty sloth. So you get to pick from Xander. Then we can pick a sloth. Because I attached mine's arms so he could hang. And I thought, oh, that's cute for Valentine's Day coming up, right? If that's your thing. You know, he can love on you, hug on you. Or, an oldie but goodie, a Ruby the Lovable Huggable Monster. Because, well, Valentine's Day. You can make your Valentine a lovable, huggable monster, right? Or your kiddos are, hey, just for yourself. You need something to love and hug too, right? So those are going to be your 2 choices for the January-February knit along. And my very, very sweet friend Kristen is donating prizes, so I will show you those when I get them from her. And then, because we're talking toys and everyone's so excited to do toys, which I love to hear, so we're going to do another knit along. This is going to be March, so you got plenty of time, but you can start, you know, making a list of people who you need to make them for, get some wheels turning. So for March, just so you're prepared, you're aware, so you're not like, I wouldn't have knit one of those in February if I knew a knit along for March was coming up. We are going to do Mario the Artistic Rabbit with his big old floppy ears for Easter, because Easter is the first Sunday in April this year. So I thought, well, that way in March we can knit bunnies. A little pom-pom tail. Be like, shake your butt. So, those are the knit-alongs coming up. You can go buy patterns, buy yarn, buy eyes and noses if you need to. Get prepared. We'll have wonderful prizes. And, yeah. So next week, it'll be like ready, set, go time. Okay, I have a finished object. Yay! I'm so excited. Well, okay. It's a finished object, but I do still have to weave in ends. And, okay, I always say I have to darn the armpits. Because when I pick up stitches to, like, put the sleeves on for a top-down sweater, I always get, like, little holes. Kind of like you do with your socks. So I always have to fix that. Because I've tried different ways so you don't have that hole, and it doesn't look as good as me just going in and closing it up myself. So I finished my Harvest by Tin Can Knits. I don't know that it'll go on too well over my flannel. We'll try it. Why not, right? I'm amongst friends. It needs blocked, so it'll fit better and lay better once it's blocked. I feel like a toddler trying to dress myself. I'm not used to putting things on. It's a little snug over my other layers. But I love the color. I love the fit. It's a little tight on me at the moment because my my sleeve's bunched up. There we go. Much better. So, really great pattern. I think it is a really great, it would be a really great first sweater pattern. It's not my first sweater, but even if it's not your first sweater, I can't wait to block it. That way it'll lay a little nicer. Trying to get all the wrinkles out. I opted not to put a button or anything because I will probably just wear it open. Not with so many layers. I feel like I'm like bulky in my arms. But it is nice, so it gives you an idea. Like I said, Harvest by Tin Can Knits. It is a free pattern on Ravelry. Oh, it's nice and warm. It's so cold today. The yarn, I knitted out a Cascade 220 in the ginger colorway. The pattern, according to the yardage on the pattern, I needed like six skeins of the Cascade 220, and I only ended up needing 5. Actually, like 4 3/4. So I did not need as much yardage as I had originally thought that I would, and that's fine. So, just looking here. Sometimes I swear I can tell in a sweater, like if I stopped and started in a row, because those stitches are a little loose. That's kind of what it looks like, but I know after I block it, it'll be fine. So, I love it. I think it's going to be a great layering piece. I think I'll get a lot of use out of it. I almost wish I would have went for a more neutral color. Because my friend, Kristen, that's donating the prizes, is making one out of a really pretty dark blue right now. And I'm like, I may have sweater envy. I really might. Or sweater color envy, because it's the same sweater. But it's like one of those things that I would probably knit this again if I ended up really, really loving it. It kind of matches my hair. If I really ended up loving it, I would knit it again. Not like right away though. It did seem to take forever because I don't have as much knitting time as I once had. Temperature scarf. I have to do today's, but otherwise I am caught up. I also need to sit down and weave in the ends because I'm going to carry the yarn as long as I can, but I'm not going to carry every color the whole time because then the one end will be all, because there are 11 colors that I'm using, so there are going to be some ends to weave in. So let's see if I can scoot up a little closer so you can see. The lighting is not the best, I can acknowledge that. So I started off with silver. I'm doing like a silver gray as kind of like my buffer between the months and at the beginning of the ends. And then there's some aqua, lime green, dark blue, and purple because it's been ridiculously cold. Let's see. So I'm using Cascade Heritage Silk in 11 different colorways. I cannot tell you specifically any of the colorway names. I know one of them is Anise, the other is Primavera, and the other is Gray. But I don't have all the numbers and all that, and I don't know that I will. We'll just have to wait and see. I don't even have it officially in a project bag. I have it in the bag that it all came in. So it's a whole rainbow of colors. It's colors for the rainbow, or the meteorological map. So depending on what the temperature is kind of where it falls, what day you knit what. I cast on 39 stitches on size 3 needles, and I am using seed stitch. That's why I did 39 instead of 40, because I always want to start with a knit at the beginning. And I like ending with a knit as well. So, I gotta do some notes for that, because I've gotten some people who have asked me about it, and I will admit I'm behind in my Ravelry inbox, and I'm so sorry if I've not gotten to your message yet. It's nothing personal. I'm trying to work from the bottom up, and there are just a ton. I'm not online hardly ever, because I don't have a job where I get to be on the computer. Like, my phone gets put away. It's absolutely no communication with the outside world besides working with customers. So, yeah. I'm just trying to do what I can as I can do it. So, I have another work in progress. Because I cast off one sweater and I'm like, oh, let's cast on another. Because I'm crazy like that. And now I have to say, I had to cast it. This is the 5th try at this sweater. And it's not the sweater pattern's fault, it's the yarn. So I am knitting the Storyteller hoodie. Who's this by? Amy Hendricks. So it is a short sleeve cardigan with a hood. And you are supposed to knit, or you can knit, it's optional, the body in one color and then the trim and the little sleeves another color. Well, somebody had knit one out of hand spun yarn, and it's so beautiful, and it stripes, and I'm so in love with this. So I was just going to do a variegated, couldn't get my hands on the yarn I wanted, kind of running into the thing of I really want to knit it now. I'm in the middle of the road, dang it. I didn't plan this very well. I'll knit here for a minute while I talk. I don't get to knit on camera very often. I'm actually, well, I'm purling. So I was like, oh, I'm never going to recreate the hand spun that the one was made out of. And it was beautiful. Greens and blues and a little bit of brown. So I got the bright idea of, well, use a yarn that like does self-striping. So of course Noro was the immediate answer. So I was kind of putting it off, and then a girl who comes into the knit shop, who I absolutely adore, made a cowl out of this Noro colorway, and I'm so in love with it. And at first I was going to knit the cowl that she had on, but it was crochet. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to bite the bullet, and I'm going to do it. No. I completely was just like, you know, it's a long cowl. Like, you can wear it, and it's a long infinity cowl. And then, you know, you can loop around, and I'm like, As much as I would really, really like to knit one or crochet one, I just don't think I have it in me. I think I'll get like 6 inches done on it and lose total interest. And then I'll be annoyed because I absolutely love this yarn and I don't want it to go to waste. So, I'm like, oh, Noro. I think Noro is my answer. So I got the yarn for Christmas. I'm so excited. And I swatched. I even was just like, alright, I'm going to, you know, I always swatch because I've learned the hard way. So I swatched. Didn't get gauge. Swatched again. Still didn't get gauge. But I thought, well, you know, it's close enough. We'll see. Yeah, no, it didn't work out. So I swatched yet again. And I'm still running. I went down 2 needle sizes. And I'm still not getting gauge. I was getting 18 stitches and I needed 19 stitches. But I thought, okay, well, I'll go down a sweater size. Yeah, still not getting it. I was just... So after some finagling and knitting again, a skein and a half, like almost each time, because I'm not very bright, I guess. So I finally took it to the knit shop, and we decided, because I really can't go down another needle size. I'm knitting Noro Curion on a size 5. The pattern called for a size 7, but it also called for Madelinetosh Vintage, which is a lot thinner than a Noro Curion. So I took it into the knit shop, we took it off the needle and just put it on a piece of scrap yarn and figured, okay, I need to go down 1 more sweater size. So I've now gone down 2 needle sizes and 2 sweater sizes. Yeah. Well, so one can only hope that it's going to work. So I'm knitting the size for the 36 inch bust. Yeah, I'm knitting the size for the 36 inch. I wanted to do the 40. And then there's 2 inches of positive ease because it is a layering piece. But while I'm knitting it, I'm doing the size for the 36 in the bust to get it to where I need it to be because it's running large. But when I do length, I need to do the length for the 40 inch because I don't want a sweater that's going to be like a belly shirt on me. I mean, I kind of thought it's kind of short to begin with. It's just the nature of the sweater. It's not a long sweater. It's supposed to like hit at your pant line. And I like my sweaters longer than that. So we'll see. I'm so worried that it's not going to work out right. I'm getting close to the end of the row. I'm trying to, not the fastest purler, but I'm trying. So I can show you, but I guess I can show you on the needles doesn't really matter. This is the colorway. It's number 170. And I like Instagrammed. I was like all excited. Oh, it's looking so pretty, and everyone liked it. And I was like all excited. But now my stripes seem a lot whiter. So it's like a raspberry magenta color. It fades into, don't want to give you the bird. I'm just using my middle finger here. It fades into, there we go. Fades into a teal and aqua. And now we're like in a purple. And now I'm getting into an orange. Kind of see the orange right across the top here. So, and then it'll hit a little bit of yellow, and then like a greenish black, and then navy, and it starts over again. Ask me how I know the exact color progression. Because I've been there. So, let's see. So yeah, I knit most of this. All the dark colors in the middle, but you can see I'm getting to the yellow. Here's what it looks like in the Noro skein. Guess it's not a hank. Noro. See, oh, isn't that pretty? I wish you could see like the color. I just don't have a good enough lighting. But they're kind of like jewel tone, kind of. It's not my color palette at all, except the teal and the little pop of orange. But this whole like magenta raspberry thing, that's way out of my comfort zone. I don't do purple. I don't do pink. I'm not that kind of girl. I am not the pink and purple frilly loving. Nope. Not even close. Yeah, that kind of scares me a bit. We'll see. I hope I like it. Like, I like it knit up. I love the stripes. I think this is probably one of the prettiest Noro Curian colorways ever. Even with the weird black green little stripe in there, it just works. So I hope it'll fit good. I hope that I will like it, and I hope that I will wear it enough. I mean, I know I'll wear it some, but I can just see it being a go-to piece. And then so for the button band and the little cap sleeves, I picked Cascade 220. Color number 7920, or what is it? Something spruce. Deep spruce. Something like that. So, see, it matches the deep teal here. Like, almost perfect. So, I think it'll look very nice and complement it. Because that's what I wanted. I wanted it to all go well. And I picked this skein kind of on purpose because it started with the kind of magenta raspberry color. That way it wasn't like the teal on teal. I just thought that would work better. So we'll see. This sweater would have probably been halfway done by now if I didn't have to keep repeatedly ripping out. And so I was at the knit shop and they're like, well, just set it aside and leave it alone for a little bit. And I'm like, oh no. I sit here and I leave it alone, I'm done. Like, I won't recast it on. I have to do it right away. Right away. Absolutely. So that's it this week. I mean, enough on 2 whips. Not too bad. I mean, the Year in Temperature scarf, you'll see it probably every week. So, sorry about that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get more colors in there. I do have one little Yarny goodness this week. So, we got new Opal in. We had placed an order with Opal for the Sweet and Spicy 2. Well, they let us place the order. It was in stock when we ordered it, and unfortunately, we only got one of the colorways. And of course, it wasn't the one I wanted. It's a beautiful one. My friend already knitted up, and it's gorgeous, but there was one I was really looking forward to. So instead of that, we went ahead and ordered Beach Treasures. So I got Sea Glass, or Glastine in German. I wish Josh, Auricula 82, I think that was right. That's 80 something, 82. I feel bad because I just think of him as Josh now, because you know, of the Dairyland Knits podcast. I adore him so much. Great laugh. I love it. Anyways, I wish he was here and he could like pronounce it in German. I love it. I love it when he says things in German. I'm like so impressed because I'm such an American and I only speak English and not very well, probably. So, but anyways, back to the yarn. So it's so funny. I was so teased because out of all the colorways, out of the 8 colorways, I picked the most predictable one for me. So it's like avocado-y, kind of green and a blue and a little speckles of brown and white. And it is so, it's so me. Absolutely. I mean, there were some other pinks and purples. There was a pretty yellow one. Lots of pinks and purples. And like I said, I'm not that kind of girl. This is me in a nutshell. So I had to have it. Because my friend bought 3 skeins and bought the other one. And I couldn't, like, the thought of, oh my god, there's only one left. It was like panic mode. Like, it has to be mine. I have to own that. So that's it. I didn't go crazy. And that's all I got to show. I had no tools of the trade or anything this week. So that's it for the knitting. If you leave me now, I'll see you next week because we're moving into a slice of life. I have to say, I love my viewers so much. You all are so supportive and I can't thank you enough because when I talked last week about, you know, the whole weight thing, like for the last, I mean, it's been 2 years now. I started Weight Watchers 2 years ago this last, just this New Year's. Marked the 2-year anniversary for that. And it seemed like a really fast journey at first. And then it's like life happened and it went backwards. But so much encouragement and understanding and so many people going, oh, thank you. And I know I'm not alone. So, a big thank you to everybody, but I did weigh in this week, and I did lose 3.3 pounds, which I didn't necessarily do the best, right? Like, that week it was like, you know, kind of rolling my eyes at times going, I know I shouldn't eat this, but when I got on that scale, and I finally had, like, a good loss, I was, like, motivated. So this week, I have been doing so good. I've been eating, like, a salad every day. I think today is the only day all week long that I have not eaten a salad. Like, and it's so funny because I'm thinking, well, it's Sunday and like my week for Weight Watchers starts on Thursdays because that's weigh-in day and that's day 1. But I have to say, since Sunday of last week, I've eaten a salad every day but today. And I might have one later, who knows. Little evening snack. Oh, then no, I'll probably have fruit. I've been trying to have fruit in the evening instead of like defaulting on like something else sweet, like a snack cake. I love snack cakes, I have to admit, and the little fruit pies. But I'm getting picky now because the new Hostess fruit pies are not as good as the old ones, I have learned. But so I've been trying to buy fruit, which is ridiculously expensive this time of year because it's all imported. There's nothing local. And then putting a little bit of whipped cream on it. I mean, a little bit of whipped cream isn't a lot, especially if you don't go overboard with it. It's only usually a point or 2, and it makes it enjoyable because I have also learned I do not like fruit and vegetables. I don't. I like them once in a while. Like, I love asparagus. Do I want to eat asparagus every day? No. I want carbs. I want cheese. I want bread, and I want chocolate. Those are the 3 food groups I could live on. Cheese, bread, chocolate. Sounds good. Maybe not all together. Cheese and bread, chocolate and bread. I mean, gosh, you make little biscottis and dip them in chocolate. How beautiful is that? But not cheese and chocolate so much. But this week, it like motivated me. I stayed on it. There were a couple days I went over my daily points, but you get weekly points. So they're kind of, I always call them bonus points. So they're like points that you can use anytime throughout the week. So I have used some of those, which is perfectly acceptable. I don't think I'm going to use all of them though this week, which is good because I have found if I use half of my weekly, or as I call them, bonus points, I still lose. But if I use all of them, then I usually maintain. So I'm not going to use quite all of them this week, a little more than half. But that's okay. I have to keep telling myself that's okay. So I feel motivated and refreshed, and somebody had PM'd me and recommended a book to me. So I have that coming. It should be here tomorrow. I love Amazon Prime. Worth every penny. And I will let you know what I think of the book. I mean, I'm not going to do like a full review, but I'll show you the book and tell you what I thought of it when I get it read. Hopefully I'll find some reading time. I feel like I have no time. So, especially, it's supposed to get really nasty tonight into tomorrow, and I have to work tomorrow, and it's that drive. So I have to leave, you know, leave myself twice as long to get there in the morning, because it's been taking me almost twice as long as it normally does. So that cuts into time, you know, time at home. I gotta leave earlier, which means I'm probably gonna get home a little later. It does leave me a lot of time to knit, let alone to read, but darn it, I'm gonna try. And then I'm so excited because I have not had a haircut in probably close to 10 months. The girl who cuts my hair is a little pricey, but she is worth every penny. I love this woman. I don't want anyone to ever touch my hair besides her. But when my husband lost his job and we were trying to get back on our feet, spending a lot on a haircut when I didn't need one per se. I mean, I'm not a guy. I have to have trim hair for a certain job or something like that. I'm a girl. I can have long hair if may do. And I'm not getting it like totally hacked off. Just trimmed up and reshaped a little better. Clean up my layers. But I'm so excited. And I think that'll help make me feel a little refreshed and kind of add to, you know, building back my confidence that I can do this again. Because some days I'm like so hungry and I'm out of points. And I don't like fruits and vegetables, and I don't want to eat any more fruits and vegetables. I feel horrible saying that, but it's the truth. I don't hate them all. I just don't like them particularly. I eat them because I have to. But it works. So, like I said, thank you again. Thank you all for your support. And I'm here to support you as well. If you have any questions, you know, you just need to... Sometimes people just like to share their stories. And I love hearing stories. You know, so that's cool. And recommendations are always awesome, like books, workout videos. I really want to get a membership to the Y, because it's not too far from my work. And there's like a Snap Fitness or something like that. I'm like, I don't know that I want to do that. I love to swim, and I'm like, oh, the Y has pools, but at this point I'm like, oh, I don't want to get in a bathing suit. So, who knows. But like I said, keep them coming. I love hearing it. I love reading it. I love the suggestions. The group was pretty active this week, which I love. I love when y'all post in the week's thread or start a topic. Feel free. So, that's it for me this week. I'm Jenna, also known as RetroLemon. I am RetroLemon on Ravelry, Plurk, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, Fitbit, and Weight Watchers. So until next week, I'll see you then. And try to keep warm and safe. Bye.